Let's see how far I can go with 15% battery. Might as well just talk about it now. There is so much skincare. Skincare is one of those things that I used to just delve into and buy anything. Not anymore. When I buy skincare now, I buy things with purpose. And I really mean that. I really do believe in the claims and where they were going with this. Not everything worked for me though. What's this? Tower 28 Balancing Gel Cleanser. Best makeup remover I've had in my life, but it's so gentle. You can rub this all in your eyes. You won't burn or sting. Removes everything in one cleanse. I can't believe people haven't thought of this before. If you're going to see any results from any skincare, it's going to be from Regimen Lab. I don't even know if this is just a personal opinion. Even if you don't actually like the product, it's hard to say that it's not effective. Level Serum, I saw the most out of. Wave Serum, I loved the most. Vitamin X, I was the most surprised about. Cream is the ceramide cream that I've been wanting for years. Very repairing. I'm so surprised at every single product is a winner. I'm just blown away. This is what skincare should be like. This is finding a solution to a problem. But I wanted to expand a bit to find something that was one product that did everything. And I'm happy that I did. Remedy for dark spots. Really blown away just how effective this was. Fading hyperpigmentation, brightening. After a few weeks, I was really surprised for a hyperpigmentation serum. It works super fast. And it was just one serum that I was using. That was it. I felt like I saw results that I couldn't really see unless I was using Level Serum. And normally I would have to use like 3 or 4 products, but this is just one product. So that was amazing. I have too many of these. I have a lot of these and I have a lot of backups of these too. Experiment lip balm. I really do believe that this is probably one of the best lip balms ever. The best lip balm I've ever had in my life. I love how this feels. My lips can be absolutely destroyed and I would use this and it will be fine. It feels good, it looks good, works fast, and it stays on. Even when it's wiped off, kind of stays there for some reason. I don't know what it is. Feel fuller, healthier, feels really nice. Most effective lip balm I've ever had, and I will keep buying this. And I've lost so many of these as well. Super saturated from Experiment, just so you guys know. It's not a light serum, really rich, viscous serum because of that 30% glycerin. At this percentage, this is like a full active. If you do buy this, this is a really good eye serum because you don't really need this everywhere for those people really suffering severe dehydration. Otherwise, you probably don't need something like this. The Skin Utility Gel is my absolute favorite. I really wanted a lot of pharmaceutical brands to be like what Procool is. And this product, I will use everywhere, anywhere, anytime, doesn't matter what, really does work. And I really like the price point compared to all these other products that I've got. Like for example, I used to actually get Rebound Serum for quite a while. I would bulk up on this, and I've said before, I would get like 7 or 8 of these at a time. But this is at a ridiculous price point now. And I can't justify spending that much for how much you get. For example, I'm only starting to use this now. The Precool Serum is 50 mils and it's cheaper, and the Biofilm Hack is way more expensive, even though that it's made and produced here in Australia and you only get 30 mil. So really, I'm not going to get it. But Precool, I really like the size. It's appropriate. They really got to stop doing the 30 mil. Unless it's an active, hydrating serums should be at least 50 mil. Milky Jelly Cleansing Bar. I've always adored Glossier Milky Jelly Cleanser. Not always the most effective, but it's my favorite for some reason. This is obviously a solid version of their Milky Jelly Cleanser, but I just got this just to see what it was like, and I really like it. I just want a bigger bar of this. I want to have this on repeat. I hate that I like this so much because it's just such a basic thing to like. Too expensive for what it is. I think that this is like what Dove soap should have been. Stadia Lipid Gold. While this is really good, I need something a bit higher in ceramides. This was for me when I was really acne prone. severely breaking out, but not now. I will admit, this does last me ages. This lasted me a good 2 years. This is really, really good. I love using it. I would rather spend my money a bit more wisely on something like Regimen Labs cream. I'm really sad to say this, but the TLC Sakari Baby Facial, this will be my last time purchasing this. I will admit, as much as I hate liking these types of brands because of all the marketing behind them and what they're like, and it doesn't align with me. There's a lot that I learned from using a lot of Drunk Elephant because they do have really good formulas and they are very, very effective. Baby Facial is probably my favorite, but it's also the most expensive. I would rather just go for the Ordinary's peeling solution. It's not as nice to use. The Ordinary, you guys know a lot about peeling solution. I will get this maybe once every 2 or 3 years, and I'll use it for my scalp too. It's really handy to have, but you can only use it maybe once or twice a year, in my personal opinion. I used to use it once a month, and that was too much, way too much. If they ever got rid of that product, I feel like everybody would go on a rampage to get that back. Volufine is their newest product. I've been using this since it came out. Actually works really, really well. Does actually do what it says. I thought this was actually in quite a few products. Normally I would know a little bit about the ingredients and the formula itself, but this time I really don't. There is something tingling about this. I don't know exactly what it is, but I have seen the results and it seems to be very effective. Sulfur 10% powder to cream concentrate. Dispense a small amount of powder onto a clean finger and apply directly to the spot.
Head on. Apply directly to the forehead.
That's the only way you can use this. You can't use this in any other way, which is really, really annoying, but it is really effective and it does work. It works very similar to a pimple patch because of how it's formulated. I can see why they did this. Probably the cheapest way to make a sulfur product. Multi-active delivery essence. There's something about it that I really do like. It's a step down from K-Beauty, but it's a step up from Western Beauty. But they've got a milky toner. I've been the most surprised with this. Out of all the milky toners that you see out there, this is the only thing that I know of that reminds me exactly of Laneige Cream Skin. I feel like it's actually very much worth it and I will buy it again. But they've put the hydration in the essence, but then they put the active in the milky toner as a separate product, which they really should have put in one. Topicals, clarifying and calming mist. I like the idea of this. This could be explosive. It's got such a high ethanol content. You can smell it by like half spraying it. This does work really well. But what I use this for, already talked about this, is I use this for the scalp, especially for that stubborn dandruff. This is perfect and the most dangerous sulfur mask. I'm still trying to find an alternative to all these sulfur products. You won't find many sulfur products that are actually really, really effective, but I did enjoy having it. It does work really well on the scalp too. Scalp longevity treatment from Olaplex. I was really impressed by this. This really helped my scalp. I can't find many products as a leave-in that work synergistically for repair and also balancing scalp. You would think number 3 reminds you more of number 2, right? But no. This one, for some reason, it's just so effective. And I really tried to squeeze. Oh, we've got another nozzle. This one you can't take off. Oh, you can. I am keeping all of these. Olaplex Brow Bond Building Serum. I've gone through maybe 5 of these. You can't really get the last bits out of here, which I hate. You don't get much in here. I don't know what they're actually doing to make this work, but it does work. I wish that they just brought out a pump version of this. It's actually made my brows completely full again, and I've been using it on and off since. The others don't actually work as well as this one. These are my full-on actives. Benzac Wash, the 5% is what we have here in Australia. We don't have 2.5% for some really odd reason. We don't have 2.5% as a wash. I feel like these people are like, don't want any other brand to come here. We can't get the CeraVe one. We can't get the Cetaphil one. We can't get the Neutrogena one. But like now we're just stuck with this. This is the only benzoyl peroxide thing we have apart from Proactive. So I'm stuck with this whenever I need to use something that is for acne, which is like hardcore strong. Finacea. I go through this quite a lot and I was really curious about how much I actually use. And yeah, I go through it quite a lot. I'm like refusing to buy it right now. And I really think 30 grams isn't enough for anybody. That's enough for like a small child. I hate the packaging. I've like cut myself trying to get the last bits out of here. That's why I have so much here. Once I started using this, my skin changed. 20% doesn't work as well. I really do think the sweet spot is at 15%, and it's Finacea that works really, really well. If you put it on dry skin, some people say that it pills, but if you put it on while your other skincare hasn't completely dried down, it's really, really good. I could only find 8 boxes on the top. I think I have about 20 boxes here. Insane. I went through a whole retinol. I really don't like this. Neostrata. It is a mandelic acid clarifying cleanser. I think it's actually a facial cleanser, but it's just in a massive bottle. And I use it for my body. It was like 40% off. And I was like, I've used that so many times and I'm going to buy it. I think it was $75. Like, give me a break. Like, what are you paying $75 for? You might find this really weird. I don't like a lot of deodorants. They are all really bad, but these are very, very, very good. Aesop and Necessaire. The Aesop ones are really nice. I've had a few compliments using these too. The Necessaire deodorant, nearly on par to what Aesop does. Eucalyptus, really hated getting this. These are the only deodorants I will get. These products are getting way too much. While it's getting harder to live, a lot of things are becoming more accessible. All of us are quite lucky, especially if you have internet and you're watching this video. If you want to see more videos like this, I can't promise you that I will be making many videos like this. Like, I really need to throw these out. It's just so much.